Hi you guys, Kani here with BriaN again, part 6 now. Today, a small episode with 50 names, and we've got quite a few. It's the same side of the list on last part. So when you look at BriaN's side, those will be the 50 ones, the next 50 names down there we're gonna discuss. Quite a few interesting ones. I would say let's get right ahead because the first one's already quite interesting. Wait, I just gotta look them up for me personally because my list is a little bit scrambled. And we start with Blizzard. Actually funny, I know Blizzard I knew him before he mapped actually. And his beginnings, let's say, there was some scaling actually. He went from I need a map partner to do my decoration to making the Temple of Mirage, which actually quite a unique decoration style. Mm, I would say while the Temple of Mirage definitely is his peak, before that he wasn't really much to talk about actually. There's also I think a scrap project of him after. He didn't want me as feed partner. I asked him, hey, I can help you, but now I think it was something like some Atlantis stuff, something you would imagine like Abzu or Oceanic Journey to be. Um, I would say he ended up being slightly above average, so I'll just grant him that because the Temple of Mirage is really that special, and before he wasn't too bad. But it's just a slight above average for him. Because it's not like multiple maps that are that crazy. However, I will give this benefit of multiple maps are kinda crazy to Artista, but it's a little bit difficult because in core they aren't that special, it's just I don't know if I got nostalgic about him. It's just that when I looked at those guys and played them, I felt like there was some unique vibe to them in a specific way, and I end up genuinely liking Artista, especially his Volume 9, I think it was, or Volume 10, the Aquarium map. Is such a cool style choice actually, and given it was like 2014 or something, also really pushing a little. Yeah, I kind of feel like Artista left too early, and they could have done a few more cooler maps. So I give him above average because I felt like he was more creative than the average guy. Exhibit, I didn't know he maps. I only know the rapper name. Can you tell me a map or two?
Skilled in Furnace 4.
Uh,
Exhibits skilled in Furnace. Doesn't ring a bell, does it?
I only saw the maps once. I looked for Kami's Guild Infernus map, but no, actually not. Actually not. I guess I don't know him. Ufak, however, I do know, and Ufak, given the time frame, might be excellent. Honestly, like in the 2011-12 era, these maps were quite outstanding for me personally because the style was so creative. I go for a high above average though because I'm not too sure about it. All in all, definitely great maps. Gabcho, I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. I like you, but the majority of your maps is sadly dog shit. I gotta pinpoint that the unconventional road service is pretty good. So I feel like we're going up from here, but right now I have to rank you here because it's just the maps are lacking. I'm so sorry, man. You know I like you, but I can't do something else here right now. And then we got Vance, also a guy I met a few times, kind of cool guy. Map wise, I think he's fine. I think he's decent. He's in a few cool feats, but I feel like never that outstanding. Good enough to be average though. Venom. Venom is underrated. Venom is definitely underrated. Especially Volume 6 and Volume 7 are really great maps, genuinely. But even before the maps are kind of fun, he always felt like being in the shadow of Snake. Which is kind of a shame because the guy's actually white. Though we gotta declare to make the thing sure. Is this the snake venom or is it the sex tape venom? Like,
No, different Venoms.
okay, so this is
That Venom is the FFS Venom. This Venom is the RG Venom.
okay, good. So just so I'm sure, yeah, but yeah, that venom is definitely always been in the shadow of snake. He's clearly above average for me personally. He made very cool maps and also kind of left too early. And then we have Wappy. You gotta help me with that one again. He sounds familiar.
Whoppy is one of the oldest mappers in this entire list.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I don't feel confident to rank him then, but I recognize the name. All right, your turn.
Okay, Blizzard. I'm gonna put him in above average just for his volume 3. Otherwise, his other maps are just bang average. And his volume 1 kind of sucks, but you can tell it's a real volume 1, like that's where he started. So I think that's cool.
Volume 1 is kind of sympathetic, actually. It's kind of charming.
Artist average. I like his maps. I don't think his volume 9 is good. He made that like a few years after he made his volume 8. Like he came back and he made his volume 9, and that was it, kind of. I didn't like it. Exhibit. His map. Uh, Skilled Inference 4 is pretty cool, and it was at the time it was one of the hardest maps there is. And let me cheat a little because my knowledge is, ugh. But I think Exhibit was also the person who was in a map with Sea Line, was it? Yes, Adrenaline Pure 2, which is also played to this day. So I'm gonna put him in above average, definitely. He was really good at his time. You fuck. I like his maps, but does that mean he's above average? Let me check the names. No, I don't think so. I
That's
like them, but I
unexpected.
think it's not that they are that much better. I think that's just a personal style thing. Like I find them cool, but I don't think is better than all these people.
That's actually so unexpected. I thought you would place him higher because I felt like his maps are actually outstanding in some sort. Like not in like super skill wise, but from the approach of mapping actually.
He has his own style, and I appreciate that, and I really like it. But I think it's just a taste issue and not like a skill issue. Um, I don't think it's necessarily better than these guys, for example, at the top here. I think it belongs here. It's kind of the same as Karofel for me. I like his maps, but that doesn't mean he's better. I
Ruffle.
realize that it's just a personal thing for me. Gapcho, sorry, dog shit. The maps I've played from him, I really do not like. And, prove me wrong. He's still mapping, I think. You just said he released the new map, so, there's potential for less bad. Van's average. Um, I don't like his maps personally, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's below average. I just don't like them. They're not for me. Venom doesn't stand out to me. Uh, I like his. Is it Volume 6? Which
Volume
is.
6 and Volume 7 are kind of equal. Those are both rather
What is it,
flat
7?
maps with nature around them, and the parts are kind of turn based, like an S Suite map.
Is there 7? Volume 7?
Yeah, Under the
Or what volume
Flow.
is
It
it?
starts with a
Let me check.
Sultan.
Why is it taking my PC so long to find these maps?
Because he's a shadow.
Venom, Volume 7. There is a Volume 7, huh? My PC is really struggling like that. What the fuck? Yeah,
I'm actually
Under the
convinced that
Flow.
Venom would be quite liked if people would know about him.
Uh, doesn't stand out to me. I didn't even remember he had a Volume 7, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave him an average. And Wappy, he was really good at his time. Like, I could have included more people like Bartche or is Hornhan in the list? Yes, he is. So I think Hornhan and Wappy and Ryan are the three people who I included in from those times. Oh, and Driver 76 is right here. I think the four of them were the best ones from them, and Wappy was definitely really good. I'm gonna put him in above average. His maps didn't age well at all, and I don't think he was necessarily ahead of his time. But at that time, his maps were pretty quality.
Rabbit.
Yeah, your turn.
By the way, one thing I just want to point out, I just noticed Horus isn't in the list. Did you include him already in the missing
Horus?
mappers? Horus, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's missing. I'll write his name up.
Yeah, I
Good
just
point.
noticed, so that did not forgotten.
Good
I
point.
can imagine why, because he has only solo maps, so you wouldn't find him via another mapper. Alright, next row. Can you scroll down? So I see the names. Who the hell? There's a third driver. Okay, I've never heard of that guy, honestly. Didn't know there's a third one. Okay, that's the first one. Wordflower. Wordflower is one of the oddest niches in the game, honestly. Smapper has like a lot of maps, and I feel like all of those projects he did were like, it's like he has an idea, and then he just doesn't do anything to push it. Actually, I would say he's actually dog shit, kinda. I just try to think of a good wordflower map, and there isn't really any. If maybe I'm wrong, then he's probably just below average. But honestly, given he achieves like he tries to achieve something like an Iron Lee would do, given that yeah, I use a topic and I try to portray it, the portraying is actually so plain that nah, it's just a job badly done. Nah, I won't put him higher than dogshit right now. um White Warrior, WW, Water White, Woodrow Wilson, Willy Wonka. Honestly, excellent. Not much maps, but all of them are very well. He's good at decoration. He's good at track making. He's probably the reason why Darklight 2 turned out that amazing that it is. So yeah, I have no reason to put him lower. Just a small and very fine mapping career, I would say. Xavadish. Um, yeah, I think it's safe to say he rose in kind of like a Lixus or anti-Z. I don't think he's dogshit, but he's below average. I would definitely say I think he ruined a few maps, but same time he also is decent enough in some maps to like benefit from feed partners. Yeah, I guess he fits below average quite well. Capex, kind of an equal case. Some of his maps are absolutely dogshit, honestly. Like Southside Suicide 1 is super bad. And also like one or two more of his volumes. And other maps, I feel like they are genuinely super fun. I think he kind of balances out in below average. A lot of bad maps, but also kind of fun maps. Bunta feels like he is kind of cool at mapping. Like I know him a little bit closer. He has some cool ideas here and there. I feel like some of his projects just went wrong at some point. I'll put him on average, all in all. I feel like there's more to get here, but didn't show yet. And then Junkie, last of this row. I like Junkie, honestly. I feel like Junkie is like a Zaku with a better head start, honestly. Like, he's already kinda good in decoration, I would say. But also, I feel like he will never exceed that, so he's just fine decorator. I would always hire him if I have to do if I have a simple task of decoration to fulfill. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Driver 76 is kind of like Whoppy. Maybe Whoppy was the better one, but Driver 76 definitely stood out at the time. So I'm gonna put him right where Whoppy is and above average. Wordflower. I would put him in dog shit if it wasn't for his old maps, which I don't know if you knew, but his old nickname was Sexy Time,
What?
and he had
I don't know. I don't know.
uh, they weren't good maps either, but they were playable. So I'm not gonna put him in dog shit, but he's not far from it. WW White Warrior.
Water White.
Let's see. The longer the list gets, it's so hard to like just get the names where they belong. Um, hmm, is he a legend? I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's excellent. Yeah, feels right. I liked his maps. It was really good. I wish he made more, but yeah, excellent feels fine to me. Savadish, I'm gonna put him in below average as well. It's weird because it feels like he's established and it doesn't like I would put him in average, but then I've played his maps and I remember getting surprised by them in the wrong way. Like
It's
I
a good
played them.
way to phrase it, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like I play them and you're like, okay, it's a fucking boring map, but I don't have anything better to do, so I play MTA and just play the fucking map there is in like TFF or whatever, and then it's just bad, and you're like, what the fuck, like how? Yeah, I just don't like them. Sorry. Uh, K-Pax. I preferred his maps when his nickname was what was he called? Fuck. Hold on. Lixie. He made like Gus-esque maps, like AMT maps and stuff. I like those. The new ones are meh, fucking whatever, average.
It's again something I've never heard of. Lixie. Oh no.
It was weird because he made maps as Lixie and then he re-released them, or at least a few of them with a new name and new decoration, but it was the same map. It was weird. Buntai can rate. And Junkie, kind of below average still, I think. The few maps I played from him I didn't like. I don't think he has a solo map, does he? Just feats.
Junkie
Junkie.
has one solo map, but it's like one of those flatland maps, you know, like, okay, I make my solo map, it's on water, I have some rocks. I forgot the name of it, but it's, yeah, that's the solo map, is one.
Yeah, I can check if I have it.
He's like this average, I can decorate, okay, but track, I have no idea. Oh, something fell down on the
Let
floor.
me check.
I forgot the name of
Spot
it, sadly.
Holidays, apparently.
And it might
I
be
have
that.
a map, Junkie Holidays, yeah.
Yeah, it was like half a year ago or something, I think. Half a year to a year ago.
I don't know, I have it since 2021, so
What?
yeah.
Wait. Really?
Maybe he has more, and I just don't have that map.
Like the one solo map I know of him is like a dark map, like a dark bluish map.
This doesn't look like a dark map based on the time setting. It's at 5 a.m.
BriaN Junkie.
Time is 5 and weather is 0. So it's like a.
Definitely, I'm trying to look for it. I'm trying to
I mean,
look
it
for
looks
it.
like him.
Junkie Signal. Signal.
Oh, then
That's
this is
the
different.
name. Junkie Signal.
Yeah, I don't know. Below average. I've played a few like WFF maps and they were like, yeah, not good.
I mean, fair. Alright. The next row, Knave. Knave is hard to grasp, honestly, because I know he mapped. Knave is randomly in so amazing maps that it makes no sense. Like, he's part of Cold War. He's part of Lobbing Whistles. It makes no sense that he is. But I was assured from Zeet that Knave is actually a good track maker. Actually. So apparently it's like that guy barely maps, but apparently he is good in it, but he just doesn't care about it. So I would just put him on above average, honestly. Because it really seems he is just good by not caring. And if you're that good by not caring, then you I guess are talented or something. It's a little weird with him, not gonna lie. But I was assured he is a good track maker. From several sources I trust. I think also GameX said this because of Cold War, so apparently the entire track pretty much is done by him. Um Relax is I guess average map wise. I guess. A little bit hard to rank for me. I played some of his non-Fagio maps also. I guess he is pretty average. Is there anything higher? No, I don't think so. But also not lower. Can't say much about the mapper relax. I don't know who Crack is. Crack. I don't know who he is. Oh, der König. Der König. How would I rank him PR's maps? Had a lot to do with him personally, but map-wise, I would say plain average, I guess. That's not really something exceeding, but the maps aren't too bad. I guess same goes for Xertor. How the hell do you pronounce this? Xartior? Xtor? I think I know this guy only from a few features, one of them being with GameX, and yeah, I guess he's average. DJ Timo. So like the background and history there is that I demanded to add this guy just so I can talk about him because I feel like I'm the only guy who can really genuinely talk about him like this because he was a secret race mapper, the clan I used to be when I started mapping. That's why Untamed Wild exists to begin with. There was also another feature with him, like two more actually. We had a project named Weird Wild, which was like the sequel planned. I lost the map unfortunately. I would also say it wasn't that good. It was it kind of lost its ways on the process. And also a four-man feature that got lost with him and two other guys. You don't know. I mean, you know Farless actually from Kainani Force, but the other not. And the thing is that I feel like DJ Timo quitted mapping when he finally got to the style I feel like he was chosen for. And this is the style you would see in the very few maps he has on his servers. That would be like the Volume 8 Fivo, or like Lost in Tropics is Volume 9, or like the stuff he did at Untamed Wild. There's also another map, Tropical Area of Skills 2, that I think till this day is only on Secret Race. If the server's even up, I don't know anymore. I kind of tried to get this map, but till now I wasn't successful in putting it on a server because I feel genuinely that this mapper is overlooked. And I also still have a volume 10 of him on my server. I always thought about maybe I should finish it off and name it Untamed Wild 2 just to like get his final stuff out there. Till then I didn't have the motivation for it though. I just wanna appreciate. I sent appreciation to that guy. I put him on head potential because he was just at the edge of like kicking through and maybe establish himself in HDM. I know some really dislike Untamed Wild, but yeah, I just want to get it off my system. Just saying that the guy really was interesting, and it's sad that he was in such small circles that he never really saw daylight.
Have Discord.
Uh, wait, Discord though? Wait a second. I have to look here because where did you get that from?
I have no idea.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. Anyway, maybe is it part 1 or part 2?
I have one as well if you want it. There you go.
Where the hell did you get that from?
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have his maps volume 1 to 9, and I have your fit with him, Untamed Wild.
Okay, maybe Relax had them also then, but
Yeah,
that's wild. Okay, we gotta discuss it later. I want that shit up actually. But anyway, let's not exaggerate it here. We're here to rank mappers, and one of them is Illu, which is the same case. I also like BriaN. Can you add Illu? I have to talk about him. Why I have to talk about Illu? Some of you don't know. Illu had an old name, Shifu, and Shifu, in fact, after my one random New York Volume 1 map, was the first map. The first map I've ever did was with him. It was Shifu versus Carnicle, actually. That is the full version. However, later on, because these parts were kind of undecorated and a little bit off, I scrapped his parts out and re-released it on other servers as title Carnickel Boosted Prototype that you can play on TFF today. That's like the very first stuff, and I learned this to map in overall during the time from him. So, if you hate my maps, you can now talk to Illu and say fuck you, basically, because he kinda helped me to get into it again. Apart from that, I always went alongside him. We had also two more feat ideas, but we never finished them. One of them would be Heroes 2, the part 2 of his Volume 3. I just want to say that I think he is pretty insane in mapping to some extent. Like, not like a very good mapper, but a guy who has his own style and has interesting ideas. You can see this today in Volume 3 and Volume 4 specifically, and also his latest map, Prohibited Time, his Volume 6. I always felt like his style is more interesting than an average style, definitely. Main issue with him is just that, the guy already had family back then when we did this map in 2016. So he was always occupied with responsibilities and all. Never had too much time to spend on stuff like mapping. I think he is now still on one project that will take some time, but yeah. Ilu overall for me is also above average. But probably most likely a bias. I just use this to talk about those two guys because, yeah, I like them. Which makes this a row also kind of long. I apologize. But now, last but not least, Scoot. I'm gonna be real with you. Scoot, if he was somewhat active, would be probably a goat. Scoot is the only mapper I think can keep up with eSpawn no sweat when it comes to decoration. To at least in this now modern era. And that's why I would say. Mm, I give him still a high excellent. I give him still a high excellent. But every time he goes all out with decoration, you see so much skill in there. You see so much quality. The way he can do shape, decoration, the way he uses uncommon objects and reinvents them to something great. You just need to look at good screenshots and you know that the guy is crazy. It's insane. It's a shame he doesn't map as much because he would skyrocket like crazy. Alright, your turn.
Uh, okay, this one's gonna be fast, I think. Most of them I don't know. So, knife, I'm gonna put in average. I think is okay. Relax, I'm gonna put in below average, I think. I think it would be cool if he actually like tried, but yeah, whatever he has, I kind of didn't like. The Fudge map is fun. I just can't drive the Fudge. That's not his fault. Um, but all the other maps he has are just mid or like bad. I know he has an RMS map which I really didn't like. He made the first parts and it's like I don't know. I didn't like it. Um, Crack, average, mid. King Bear, mid. Me. Uh, this guy, same. I have nothing to say about them. DJ Timo, I don't know. Ilu, I don't know. And Scoot, I'm gonna put in as potential. I don't like HDM, so I don't know how playable his maps usually are. I know he has a few non-HDM maps that they are cool. And I really like the decoration on a few of his parts, or a few of his maps. And I love the latest screenshot that he put in the mapping Discord. That is like that may be my favorite thing he has ever done, and it's not even a map; it's just a screenshot of the map. So
That's the thing, yeah.
I looked at that shit for like 50 minutes. It's so good. I love the colors. I love how I don't know. I love that. So if he could actually make an entire map which impresses me as much as that screenshot did, and it's fun to play, and it's not some HDM which I will never touch, then we will have problems because because he might make my favorite map ever, but I don't know if that's possible unless I'm because
Honestly,
of him. You know.
honestly, new idea. You should hire him for Dark Saints 3. Just an idea. I feel like this would take 70 years, so maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, let's not even
Oh
entertain that.
man.
Your turn.
Okay.
You need the
Uh,
names of it.
okay,
Maybe.
one of my favorite mappers, but in regard of like the fact that he exists, Cytex. Yeah, Cytex is a lovely one. I will always keep a precious place in my heart for Cytex. He definitely isn't a great mapper. To go with that first. Most of his maps are forgettable. His style is kinda neat, but especially in his tracks, you see that there are always issues. I think he's mostly known for just two maps, which would be Little Finn and Sayonara. And Sayonara is also pretty much his peak, his final map, which is like, yeah, most people refer to this, or maybe Inferno's Control 3 as feature, but especially Sayonara shows that he reached a peak that is quite well done. He has a niche with being the anime mapper, like he is the pre-Yami, you could say. Though Yami kinda evolved in way different directions style-wise with maps later on, but yeah. So I have to put him on average, however, I really like Cytex. I really like him. And yeah, the next one, Tricks. Another guy of the German mapper clique who always seem like they live for nature decoration and forget to do good track on the way. Though I have to admit that Trick's latest map, the For the Love of Crashes 2, which is at first For the Love of 2 is crazy, honestly, but it shows that he actually also improved his track and his decoration had always looked good. So high average could be above also. Not 100% sure with it, but definitely a mapper I can get behind. RTR, very few maps, but RTR is also one of those mappers who kind of spawned with skill. I don't know. All of his maps are memorable. You have the full roof map, which I think was never done before. We have the Pirate King map, which is more low budget, but same time still advanced in the right places. Kanjo, I mean, I guess you just love it or you just don't care about it, but it's safe to say that the map is nicely done. And even the Lagoon map, neat. I would say RTR is excellent just because there's no bad map. There is no bad map and not even a mid map for me. All of his maps are kinda wild. I have an entire video about this guy that's still in the making, and the only reason I didn't release it yet is because I was unsatisfied with it, and I might just make it from scratch again. It's safe to say that the conclusion of this video would, however, end up in saying this is the best. This is the best. Like, I don't know a single other guy who takes 2 years to be like the best. The guy has amazing track ideas here and there, and his decoration, his nature decoration is out of everyone's league, I think. Like, he mapped from 2014 to 2016, and his decoration is off the charts. Literally. I don't know how he did this. Crashes is so crazy. And also his city bits in Chasing Infinity, like, I don't think, apart from Celebration from Tampon, there is another map that aged so well. Like, I feel like Chasing Infinity isn't even aging. It never aged. It's just like, it's there, it never aged. Crashes is definitely easily a top 10 mapper of all time. Therefore, yeah, everything else but GOAT would be wrong for him, I think. Draped. I'm gonna be real with you. Before BriaN dropped the Terra Incognita map with him, I actually forgot he existed. I actually can't even tell right now what other maps he was. I know he was in some OG features and stuff that were far away from bad, but I don't know, man. I keep him on average. He never left an impact for me. I think I requested Sebastian DDD Main reason is because the guy is such a goofball. I kind of would like to put him on the same thing I put Nakezi in. It's like just that he's on a wider scale and even a worse of a mapper. He is below average. Honestly, I have to say he's below average. And I think if you don't click with his maps, you can validly put him in dog shit. I just want to say I love his maps because it's just so silly. So many of his maps are so freaking silly, and I love it.
Foreshadowing.
Huh?
I said foreshadowing.
Oh my god, yeah, I thought so. And last but not least, Darox. Darox is. It's one again one of the guys who I would say I barely see him as mapper, but more as the player. I put him on average because the maps he was in. I mean, you gotta say one thing. He somehow managed to be in the most iconic anti-Z map, and anti-Z isn't that good. I mean, I put him on dogshit, so I guess that's some achievement. Yeah, but apart of that, he's usually in maps that, yeah, I think the collective managed to make them work, and Derox is just part of that collective. So yeah, your turn.
Okay, I'm just checking for Derek's maps. Actually, I'm just curious if he has a solo map, but I don't think he does he?
Well,
Yeah,
come
I don't
again?
think he does. I'm checking Derek's maps, and he
I,
doesn't
I,
have a single map with only 2 feet. Like he. Oh yeah, it's just the Antis map. Every other
the
map has at
train
least
hanging
2 feet.
low, he's also in Glorious Caves feed. I think Oxy and Arctic, I think was in that. And
No Arctic and Oxy, yeah. He has other maps, but they're all feet, so he doesn't have a solo map. Hard to gauge. But
yeah,
yeah,
he's just, I think, a byproduct of some friend group and just
yeah.
works alongside them.
Okay, Cytex or Citex. I never liked his maps to be honest. He's fine. Uh, but I think I'm gonna put him in below average. I don't like them. I like even his volume 11. You said I think it's called Sayonara, which is was it
Volume
his
12.
last map
That's volume 12, yeah.
or 12? Yeah, but that was his last map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The only thing I know is that he had a volume 13, but he never finished it.
Yeah, I just I just didn't like them. Tricks. Tricks is like Scrox, just with a bit better decoration. And I think if he didn't make the 40 level of Crush's maps, which it's kind of easier because you're getting a free pass to copy someone, which I guess it's
Uh,
kind of easier than making your own thing.
okay, you
So
know what? You kind of saved yourself with that last thing. I was like, did you just say Scrux with slightly better decoration?
yeah, it's like I'm just getting the same vibes. You know what I mean?
Not gonna lie, Scrux with slightly better decoration is like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the vibe I'm getting. I don't like them.
Nah, but the point is valid. The point is valid to say it's like copy thing, yeah.
RTR. Oh, that's such a pain to move these names now. RTR. I think I'm gonna put him in had potential or has potential. Um, the few maps are really good, but I think he can do better. Even I like the pirate map. I like the Tokyo Drift map. What's it called? Kanji? Is it? Yeah, I like
Kanjo, it was. I think
Kanjo.
it
Yeah.
was named after a city.
Um, I like them, but I think he can do better. Like I don't. I think he has potential to be better than above average, but I'm not comfortable putting him in excellent. So that's where he is for now. Crushes. I don't think he's a goat. I like his maps. I love Crush. I wish he was still around. I do not think Crushes is a goat though. I definitely think he's at least excellent. Is he a legend? Could be, to be honest. And he. Let me look at the names. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I think because I think Crashes is um one of the few. Like if you take a look at the names I have at the top, 2 people are gonna stand out who are like newer guys. GTO throwing GOAT, and I think Crushers is definitely a legend. I think he did enough, and I think his influence is still showing today. I think people are still talking about him, playing his maps, and they are still really good maps today. And it's been 8 years almost, if not more, 9 and 10. So yeah, I think he's definitely a legend. Draped, he didn't have many maps, but the map I finished, and then his map with Pucky and Ragex, yeah, make me think that he had potential to be better. He was a great recorder. Oh, sorry, good. Had potential, yeah. He could have made actual like really cool night maps. I mean, I think if he finished the map that I finished alone, like it was gonna be his volume 3, then I think it would have been great. This guy, Sebastian, dog shit. I hate the maps. I hate all of them. Not like I can't name them all, but every single time I see his name, it is some kind of dog shit that I am struggling with. Like, sorry, nothing personal, but not for me. But keep mapping and prove me wrong. And the rocks. I think I'm gonna. Is he below average? I just. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like in my head, he's not a mapper, even though he has like 8 maps or something. I've just checked. Um, yeah, I think he's below average. Like for example, this is the way I'm thinking. I wouldn't give a map to Derox to finish alone. For example,
To be
I'm not
fair, I'm
sure I
not
would
even
trust
sure
him
if you
with
would
it.
do that with half the average mappers you have there.
Okay, but
I,
yes, I mean,
though, to be
yeah,
fair, you did. To be fair, you did. I mean, guys like Sergio, for example.
yeah, it was different because it was me, finishing his part. But yeah, I mean, I personally have a tendency to like to overlook everything, and but yeah, I don't think. I think he's okay when he maps together with people. Alone, hard to say. So for now, below average.
Alrighty, so next, guys. Ah, right, Arctic. We didn't have Arctic yet. Another Nova. Okay. Um, though Arctic is the hardest one, I think. One of the hardest for Nova because Arctic had a long break, a really long break, and he's one of the comeback mappers. And just, I mean, the thing is, his latest map was the Volume 4, but the issue is the following. Volume 4 was partly, like, for biggest part, an old map he, like, disbanded in, I don't know when he left, 2015? 16? Somewhere during that time. And what you once again don't know, but of course I know it, is that while he is now still rather partly inactive because of busy stuff, he also started more projects. And looking at them, actually, he showed me them just yesterday. And I was like, bro, what the hell? That's like, what the hell is this jump? It not even felt like that's the same guy. So I would say, given the old Arctic, he's average. Definitely. But stay tuned is all I say, because I think that the 2025 Arctic is gonna be above average. That's all I'm saying. I'm just kind of advertising at this point. Every time a Nova map just like, yeah, I get it. They're not that high, but let him cook every damn time. Nah, but it's legit. It's legit. I was genuinely surprised when he showed me the stuff he's doing. Sadly, wasn't he also an ER guy?
Yes.
Yeah, so you might know more about him than me. Mainly, I can say that the map Organic Flow he was part of is kinda cool, but I guess he's average or below. I don't know. Could be different. I don't know. Next guy. Oh, you scroll too high. You scroll too high. You scroll too high. um, oh yes. Honestly, when I rank Scorex, I feel like I'm only ranking in Incendiary because I know he has like one or two feature products also, but it's kinda. Yeah, the prior name to Scorix? Probably not.
I found 2 feed maps.
Yeah, there's like one feed with DLF, like some city map, and I don't know the other right now.
DLF. Oh, there's more. Okay, so he has a volume 1, a volume 2, Instant Diary 1 2. There is DLF, Deathlands, Scorex, April, Aplex, and Bart, My Secret Life. There's Scorex, DLF, and 1TH Wonder Until Dawn.
Yeah, Until
There's
Dawn is the
Scorex,
one.
DLF, Slime, Endless Fantasy 2, and Aplex with Scorex, Swiveling.
So we were basically having a mapper who was always there, but like with okayish maps, and then he made his double part series. Which funny, I also heard there's a third part coming, but it never happened. I think he deserves an above average overall. Because even if a big part is like not that crazy, I gotta appreciate how well done Century is. It's like not something you just casually map, and even if DLF helped him a little with decoration, I mean, let it be. DLF helped a lot of people actually. And who's that next one? Rock? What's the next name after Scorix? Rock?
Rock. Yes.
There's a guy named Rock.
Yes.
I have no clue who Rock is. Oh wait, that Cheeto feed Rock?
Who?
There was this not Cheto guy had some series, but I think it was Rockland and not Feed Rock.
I think they do have a map together. Let me check.
I have actually no clue right now. Rock?
There's Rafinha with Rock, Empire Air. Empire R, sorry.
Ah,
Uh,
I won't rank that guy. Come on, it's a core Affinia map for me. I don't know, man. I won't rank him.
I don't see a Nachato with Rock map.
Nacheto. Oh, there he is, Nacheto. I like Nacheto maps actually. I don't know why. It's nothing specific, but when I played them, and maybe it's the song and decoration combination he had. It always felt so welcoming to play Nacheto maps. I would still say he's just average though, but was fun to play. Parquet. Parquet was the backbone, I think, of the S featuring era. Like in every feature, he basically just did decoration, and I feel like on his own, Parquet was never that great. He had an attempt of a solo map with the preparation stuff, and I feel like while he isn't too bad, it was his best shot to just say he decorates for good track mappers. I think he's average. I mean, he taught me a thing or two about nature decoration, so that's kind of something. Like I just spectated him a little just to get a feeling for land bits and all. Kind of helped me. But yeah, all in all, I still think he is kinda average in retrospective. But he made a good decision with that. Kermi. Mm, hard to rank. Kermi is like a lower version of Christoph. Gotta say that. But I really think apart from the scripting, he's still also kind of a good mapper. It's not like scripting is all he has. I just think that Christoph is better in putting in perspective, like in putting it into work to make a great map. However, let it be not just like Andros, but also like the Steam map or the Prison Break map. I think Kermi is excellent in his own ways. I think you could say he's above average only map wise, but all in all, those scripts are just some really good sauce flavor to his maps that I just can't ignore and just talk down as just something neat. It's really better than neat. And I have no clue about JR. So yeah, your turn.
Okay. Arctic, I'm gonna put an average. Unlike his 2 new maps, although his volume 4 is kind of whatever, and the ZT map is it's a tribute map, so once again it's hard to gauge. Prove me wrong. He's free to. Zatley, I'm also gonna put in average. He's kind of like sucky in a way that Crashes took him under his wing at first. Like his first map was with Crashes, I think, and then after that he made his Volume 1, I think.
Okay, so
I'm not
why
sure.
actually Crashes created so many second-hand mappers following him?
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, he was really good. Scorex, I don't like the incendiary maps, I'm gonna say. We're just
What?
gonna put them on average. They're fine, but they're not for me. I don't like them. I just don't.
Ouch.
Sorry. Rock. He's an OG. I'm gonna put him in average. I think he was fine, nothing special. He was very complimentary to like the Empire R map, or he had a map with Moonlight and Pain called Avoidance. I don't know what he did in that, but you know, it doesn't stand out in a negative way, so I think it was fine. He was cool. Nacheto, average, nothing special. Paki, also average to me. His maps never stood out to me that much. Kurmi, I think I'm gonna put in has potential. I love the script, I love the ideas, but I think he can get better at actually making a better map to, you know, go along with the scripts and stuff. As a package, I think is pretty good. But I wouldn't put him in excellent, I don't think. The scripts are excellent and the maps are below, or maps are like average. So that's kind of like above average, but I think he has potential to get better at actually mapping, and then he can be excellent. So I think I would play down his skill and his maps if I just put him in above average. And JR, weird. If we were recording this a few weeks ago, then I would have spoken much higher about him, or much more highly about him than I'm gonna now. Because he has one map called Love in Hawaii, which is, it's clunky, it's buggy, but I fucking love it. It's such a vibe. It was so popular on ER for because of me and Crashes mainly, but because we love the map. But it's really good. I love it. It's such a vibe. And then he just released the map with iGlide and Tier Nano, which is like a fucking what's it called? The fucking Sebastian map, which is like no decoration, just speed map.
Bro, I mean, I don't know if you were there. I mean, I played. I had about the first top time on this map, and then I failed 100 because of some drift bug. But I literally said, I quote, "This could have been the new Dark Existence if it was decorated, because it has literally an equal vibe to it."
What is it called?
It was Full Throttle. Full Throttle is the name of the
Yeah,
map.
the map is full throttle, yeah, but the Sebastian map I'm trying to compare it to.
It was
Because
Jengan X or something like. No, not Proton X. It was Buzz. It was Regan X. Regan X.
yeah, it has the Bob Sinclair song on it. It's a
Number.
vibe, but if it wasn't for the song, I'd hate the map. But yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
shit, and I do not understand why. Like,
I wouldn't talk him down just because he was part of that. Because, like, I don't know. The thing is, but I can only say that if it was decorated, it would have been the new Dark Existence, because it has an equal vibe. The song creates such a nice scenery, and if it was just, it didn't even have to be good decoration. Like, it could be the same Scrux shit, like putting 5 million Excaliburs on a part or something, and then someone else on the next. It would have worked out so well. But now it's kind of just like a decorless mumbo jumbo. I don't know. I still like it though. I will talk probably more about that in map of the month anyway. So yeah. All right. You wanna add something, or I'm again?
nothing. I just feel sad for JR because that one map he had was fucking awesome, and then this one is like meh, and it's been 8 years since, so I'm just disappointed. But I think he still has potential, or had potential if he tried actually.
I mean, I don't even know where he got him from.
Yeah.
Literally. Or did the guy just spawn again? I mean, to be fair, Glide also spawned out of nowhere again. So yeah. Anyway, you gotta scroll down again so I can continue. So let's. I think Glide is also still in the list. Can't wait to talk about him.
Yeah, he is.
Scootaloo. Okay. I'm the type of guy who knows that there's for some reason a volume 1 that's quite prestigious. Apart from that, I mean, I think I played this volume 2 and I liked it even more, I think, but yeah. Might be average, might be above. I don't know. I guess maybe above. Same goes for Rebook actually, because Rebook I know mainly from Rage Valley. And as far as I know, there are also one or two other maps, and it shows that he's kinda creative with his stuff, but maybe I just put him on the same. I don't know where I put Matic, so I guess I put him on above average because Matic was probably excellent for me or above average. So I guess he's kinda setting well there. Then we have Puffglow, and Puffglow is low key the definition also for me of head potential, and I think the main reason for that can be easily shown if you know about his volume 2 that never seen the light of day yet, because on one hand he isn't motivated enough to finish it, but same time he doesn't want to give it to anyone else because he doesn't feel like anyone is up to it. It's a weird paradox that's really a shame, because I felt like that was the one guy who could have like matched an X with the cyberpunk shit, and that's without really scripted objects, which I consider quite the task actually. I wouldn't say he was on the same level because there are some different issues with that map also, but even from what is there, the Nexus series and also Volume 1 and some other stuff, I think Puffglow is definitely a good mapper. And I would love to see more of him. I don't feel confident in ranking Rosalight. Definitely not at all. Xero, I really shat on his newest map, honestly, on Dark Amethyst, because I genuinely don't like it. However, everything else from Xero, the other stuff, limit breaking skills, ascended skills, and all, for me, I put him on average, but I like these maps above average. I just think Amethyst is dog shit. But the other map's super enjoyable, so yeah. I just place him here. And next one is Fabienne, yes?
Yes.
Who's Fabienne? Oh, wait, this is the police chase, Fabienne?
Yes.
Uh, don't feel confident in ranking him, honestly. Relax gonna hate me for this. And I don't know who Wispy is. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Scootaloo definitely had potential. The best one map wonder MT has ever seen, I think. He made that one map and it's such a fucking banger, and I don't even know who the guy is. I don't know where he came from, where he went. I have no idea why the map even exists, but it's one of my favorites. It's so fucking good. Reebok. I liked his volumes. I think he had 3, 2 maybe. And they were cool, but yeah, not enough to rank him any higher than average. Uh, Puff Clue or Puff CO? I don't know. Is it Puff Clue?
I mean, I just noticed that it's actually written with an I, but I'm not sure if you just did that or it's actually an L. I have no clue. I always
I never
named.
knew which one is it. So
I mean, I always thought he is named Pavlo. So yeah, but I can't like confirm.
either one. I don't have the insight you do. I liked his volume 1, and then his maps after I kind of didn't. So average to me.
I mean, you can check the volume 2 if you didn't. It's like a feature request on Ray's channel still. But yeah, no one, as far as I know, no one took over it.
Roselight average 0. Not sure. I know him, but I don't know his maps. And Fabian, I'm gonna put in above average. Um, I don't think Fabian was as trend-setting as, or like as, what's the word I'm looking for, prevalent as Vapi or Driver 76 were at the time. I think Fabian mapped a bit later than them, with like Pavlo and stuff. I think it was good, but not like not legendary or like not iconic. And Wispy was, I think it's really underrated. but nobody knows him. Visp is a sump mapper, and I mean, I feel like generally sump mappers are kind of under the radar, underrated, because you usually can't play their maps in MTA unless somebody like were to like convert and fix them all. Then yeah, yeah, you can play some Visp maps in MTA now, thanks to yours truly and some other friends. Uh, they're really good. I love them. Where did I play? Where did I place Hugh? Is he an average?
I think you placed them in excellent or above average, I think.
Yeah, above average. Good. I was worried because they are both definitely above average. Yeah. Okay, we have
Alright.
5 left for today.
5 left? Okay, yeah. Oh my god, we got through that quite fast. Okay. Pact is one of my favorite people in MTA, actually. I like the guy. I think, however, map-wise, we kind of reached together a new height with our map Arcade Rush. I don't know if you know it. I have some special place in my heart for it. It's not quite a perfect map or anything, but I feel like the vibe it creates with the decoration and all just kind of fine. Apart from that, packed solo maps, yeah, kind of mid. We had another feature with Stan, Fallen District, that was before Stan kind of skyrocketed. That's, yeah. All in all, I would say Pact is not in particular a very good mapper. He might even be below average, but yeah, is he below? Is it? I think I put him below just because yeah, there is not much special about his maps specifically, but it's generally fun to map alongside him. That I can say 100%. Very fun to be around. Then Boost. Wait, is.
Sam Makaya also.
Doesn't Boost have one of the? Doesn't he have the one map that was? Oh wait.
I can tell you some names.
What was this volume 3 or volume 4 named?
I can tell you. Volume 3 is called Sleek,
Yeah. Sleek is insane actually.
and
Sleek is
Volume
actually. Sleek
4 is
track
called
wise.
Wicked.
Sleek is actually a very nice map actually. That I know. I don't know how his other maps are, but I remember that me and Geese and the clique played Sleek a little, and we agreed that this is actually also kind of fun for WF purposes and all. Sleek is actually cool. I think it was Sleek, yeah. I put him on average, but he might be better than this. I'm not 100% sure. Who's the next guy? Males?
Yes.
Um, he's kind of like Nakvi, though I think he was better. I made one feature with him, the Just Came Up Lost Levels edition. Um, his style is kind of plain simple, but he also has some cool track ideas here and there. I think he's average, but was definitely a cool guy also to map with. Then Infra. Infra's a little bit difficult. His older maps are boring as hell, and it's like old style but mixed with no charm or anything. Later maps, he showed some interesting decoration bits and all, and they were more refined. But I think overall he's still like more of a scripter than a mapper, and therefore like not really map wise that exceeding. Put him on average. And TX, a great mapper. My favorite mapper of him is Whispering Dawn. Uh, Apart from that, nah, TX is actually quite fine. I think he has a cool style with flat nature stuff and like also the other stuff he did in features. I think he wasn't part of a city map. I don't know if he did the city decoration, but um, roughly average, maybe above. I guess I keep him a little bit lower because he is lower than the LX one, but TX I kinda appreciate him for the stuff he did. All right, you're
This is gonna be quick. Because I don't know Pact. Booze is average to me. I've played his maps. I like his Volume 1. I think it's called Isles. It's pretty cool. It's similar to Johnny's Volume 7. Malas, I know he exists. I know he has He's in the map with Samison, isn't it? The disappearing hunter. Otherwise, I just don't know. Infra to me is average, and TX to me is also average. Nothing special. And that concludes this episode. This is our shortest one, I think.
Yeah, barely an hour. Alright. So
Yeah,
in the
but
next
that leaves us
episode.
with 166 mappers, which means there's gonna be 2 more episodes of this.
Yep, 2 more, then we're good. Ay, ay,
Yeah,
ay.
one with 100 mappers, and then the final episode is gonna have the remaining 66 mappers, including both Carney and I, and also whoever is going to replace the duplicate Benny entry.
I think
And
I
then,
think honestly, apart from that, maybe we should just do it like in a way where we just check your list of missing mappers and we just talk about them. I think that's like
yeah, maybe.
might make more sense. And then after, once we're through that, we can finally start our next project, which would be the same tier list, but this time with maps specifically. I can't wait to
Every
rank
single fucking map.
10,000 maps. It will be so high.
That's not gonna be a podcast. We are gonna like fucking issue DVDs or something.
And I just gonna hit this live stream and we'll just stream till we're done, and then once we're done, we age like 3 years or something.
Or just fucking supply people with the torrent links and just download them. Like,
Oh my god. But yeah, alrighty, that's that. Thanks for watching. Do you got 2 more to go? And yeah, bayonada.